All right, this is from National Galleries, titled Rembrandt, 10 Facts in 2 Minutes. Let's see what they got for us. I wonder if there's anything really interesting here.
His self-portraits form a compelling album of selfies created over 40 years, and you can see how he changes as his life progresses.
Master of the selfie.
Rembrandt painted over 90 self-portraits, but did you know he sometimes hid himself in his paintings as a spectator in the crowd?
There's quite a few examples there, yeah. That was pretty common back in the Renaissance.
One of his most outstanding pupils was Carol Fabricius, painter of the famous Goldfinch.
I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be somebody else like Arndt de Gilt or one of these other famous Dutch painters, not somebody, I don't know, Carol Fabricius. I had actually never heard of him until I found this one self-portrait that's really great, a really great self-portrait he made. In my opinion, the best pupil of Rembrandt self-portrait that there is. Until that point, I'd never heard of him, so that's interesting they included him. I didn't know he had, any kind of reputation, really.
Rembrandt was the master of light and dark. His work was often dramatic and atmospheric because of the way he used light and dark.
I don't know what I was expecting. I guess maybe some more historical facts or other facts about his life, but yeah, there you go.
Britain went crazy for Rembrandt during the 18th century. They couldn't get enough. As a result, Britain was instrumental in collecting many of his works we know today.
I will say that's, pretty true. If you go to the National Gallery in London, they have some really great paintings by Rembrandt. They have his last self-portrait, some other pretty good portraits, and you can really get up close and personal with those. And also in London, actually just outside the city, you can find another self-portrait by him. It's often referred to as the self-portrait with 2 circles. So if you're looking to study Rembrandt and you want to see some of his greatest self-portraits, definitely worth a trip to London.
Rembrandt transformed the etching process from a reproductive technique into a true art form. He was just as innovative at printmaking as he was painting.
I guess I haven't looked that much at the other printmakers around his time or anything like that, but of course he has some really great prints. So if you're looking for inspiration, totally worth it to get a book on Rembrandt's etchings or his complete works.
His work was so popular that later artists tried to cash in on this. They created fake artworks that looked similar to Rembrandt's and would pass them off as originals.
I wonder how many forgeries are actually in the world, but yeah, I mean, a lot of similar paintings and people inspired, of course. I don't think we're doing it for the end goal of selling it as a Rembrandt, so interesting.
His famous painting, The Night Watch, has been attacked on several occasions and was once slashed by a knife, but was impeccably restored.
A lot of Rembrandt's paintings have been attacked. Of course, he's one of the greatest painters of all time. He's made some of the greatest paintings. They're very compelling. It feels lifelike, it feels real. Something about that drives people crazy. Probably bad artists.
It was once thought that Rembrandt's painting, The Mill, had a dark atmosphere that was once believed to reflect his depression following his bankruptcy. However, it was actually painted years before his financial problems. And cleaning in 1977 revealed that the gloomy effect was actually caused by a discolored and dirty varnish.
See. This is something that the historians do a lot. They go and they try to uncover the real work, and they claim that there's all these, brilliant, bright colors that are under there. But oftentimes, in the Renaissance and even long before that, the painters would actually include color in their varnish. In the final layer, they're going to include some color in order to add a final sort of effect, in order to add that final dark layer to either create a sort of vignette type effect or to darken up some of the shadows and balance things out, or to just unify the painting as a whole. So, I mean, this has happened with countless painters. You can see what's happened in the Sistine Chapel. You can see what's happened to Leonardo's greatest works, The Mother and Child with St. Anne in Paris, and a lot of other paintings. I mean, this has happened to so many great painters that their work has been stripped, and then they're claiming that it wasn't intentional, even though that color was mixed into the varnish. I'm not as familiar with that painting. I've never heard that story, but come on, these historians are just ruining paintings.
Rembrandt's name is known the world over. Tobacco, jewelry, and even a toothpaste has been named after him.
And the band, the Rembrandts. So there you go. There's 10 facts, I guess we can call it facts, I don't know. 10 pieces of information in 2 minutes about Rembrandt. So yeah, thank you for watching and have a great rest of your day.